Right. So, good morning, and you all know my name is Michael. So, before my presentation, I want you guys to imagine something. So, a player press a button, and a character jump across a colored bridge, survive, and by a single pixel. For most of people, it sounds like magic, but for the game developer, it's 100 of decisions and the code behind that screen. So today I'm going to take all of you behind that screen into the 2D game development world using Go.ng. So first is my motivation. We grew up playing a lot of 2D games like Mario, like Pokemon. I think you all played before, right? So one day when I'm playing the games, I started asking different questions. How does the code create emotions? How does the physics create tensions? How can something visual feel alive? And suddenly, I spend like 3 to 4 hours a day just one day fixing a single jumping bug. And when the character finally jump, I realized that I'm not just learning how to write the code, I'm learning how to fix the problem. So there's 4 main research objects for this project. So the first one is the Go.ng follow work. And the second one is the GDS script programming, gameplay programming. The third one is the character system. And finally, the most important one is that how to think like a game developer. So when you think like a game developer, you need to write the code and you need to think creativity. So, I started my project with this very simple idea. I wanted to search the professional game development and do a real game. Not just a demo, not just a prototype, a real game. I want the character jump smooth, and the combo feel stay flying, and the enemies and the boss can work. Because when the player play the games, they won't remember the code, they remember the feelings. So, when I start, I become into a cycle. That cycle is build, test, fault, debug, and repeat again and again. Because when you start to build things, you need to build it first. Like when you want to build a new boss or a new level, and you need to test. Test if it worked like what you thought, or it didn't work like you thought. So maybe you will fail, or no, we don't pass it at the first time. And you need to fix the bug, like you need to correct it, and you need to follow the cycle, repeat again and again for 1,000 times. So, when I started this project, I realized that the game development is more important when I thought, because the good games are built before they exist for the first level. So you need that the player wants to play this game, and you need to have the main things that they want to stay and play this game, a reason. So there's 3 main things that the game feel matters. So it's the level, it's the first things, that your players can be more stronger with the monster and the boss and a lot of things. So for my game, I made 3 levels for the games, and I didn't that the character can be more stronger because I think that it will be more difficult to make. So I made the enemies will be more stronger, and you needed some skills to beat them. And the second one is the planning. The planning including a lot of things like UI, like the game, what's the story are, and how the game workflow looks like, and the node graph. It's the workflow, like the menu, load, create, completely, and how you control the bottoms, how do you control the characters, how you attack. And this is the 3 things that are also very important. So the first one is just like what I said, it's the level, and the second one is the system iterations, and the third one is the final boss. So you need to build those things for each steps, and so you need to build that the players want to play this game. And this is the three things that when I'm doing this project, it's very difficult for me. So the first one is the animation design. So for each single move, even the boss or the enemies, that is a single animations. And for the animations, you need to search on the website, or you need to like draw by yourself. That might be terrible. Or you need to like using AI to that it make one for you. And the second one is the boss AI can fix. So how the boss chasing the characters, how the enemies attack the characters, and how when like the boss have 1,000 time like kind of the actions and how they use it, like what time they need to use it, and yeah, how that works. And the third one is the physics fix. How can the character jumps like when we are in the real world? How the characters, maybe we need double jumps, and maybe we need to throw something out, like the weapons, how the weapons fall down, and that's the physics that is very hard to build. So what I learned about. When I joined this project, I use AI to help me to fix the little like mistakes, and because when I joined the writing codes, we always forget how the capital letter, and the AI can found that for me, and maybe we lost a comma out there, we don't know, so I'll let the AI to help me to correct it. And also, when I joined this project, I learned how to fix the problem. You need to find the problems and learn how to fix this problem. And this is my game. So there's like characters that can work, and this is the UI, like this is its health, and there's sound effects, and this is the energy you get, and there's a lot of the enemies, like the little enemies, and there's the flying enemies. And you can press X to attack, and press C to throw something out, and you can have double jumps. And when you beat out the monsters, they'll have a one boss. And I built 3 levels. And when you press B, you could have a high damage time, like for 5 to 10 seconds, you can hit a lot of damage. And when you beat that, you will come to the next level. And the boss and the enemies will be more stronger. And it's used a lot of my times to build this. It's very high. Thank you, everyone.